Alright, what's going on? So in this video, I wanted to break down exactly how do you get paid on YouTube, all the ins and outs of it, and exactly like what is the methods to speed up the process in order to get it a lot faster. So let me just break it down for you, and I'll put some stuff up throughout this video on the screen so you can follow along. But essentially, on YouTube, the way you get paid, there's many ways, but one of the biggest ways is through the ads played throughout your video. Now, YouTube has a feature where they pretty much embed ads throughout your videos. If you haven't noticed, if you go on YouTube, like most people, you've probably seen ads that you were hit, right? You were watching a video ad, or you were watching a video and then an ad played at the very beginning before you could even watch the video and you had to skip the ad, right? Those are the ads that actually is paid out to the creator that made the video that you're watching, right? And so they get paid whenever those ads are being played and other people are viewing those ads, or whenever they click on the ads, etc. And so that's kind of one way that you can make a lot of money from. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other alternatives that later in the course we'll break down, but essentially this is one of the other methods that is more common, right? This is a lot easier to get into. The other methods of making money could be brand deals, affiliate marketing, and a bunch of others, but that's a little bit more extra time that goes into it and a little bit more like actual, like you having to do the work. With AdSense, like YouTube ads, is a lot easier because YouTube will actually do it all for you. All you gotta do is meet the requirements and they'll literally set it all up for you, and then you connect your bank account to an AdSense account and it'll just directly deposit the money to your bank account, which makes it amazing and simple. But it does require the requirements, and for some people it can be really hard to achieve these requirements, or maybe very out there. Now, obviously, if you're experienced like me, you obviously learn, all right, this is actually pretty simple. If you have the right strategies, you know what you're doing with YouTube, it's pretty simple to get to the requirements fairly quickly. But however, for some of you guys, you may want to skip that line in that process, which is totally okay. There's two different ways to go about it. So let's first break down what the requirements are. In order for you to have these ads played throughout your videos, right, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, okay? Now, like I said, for some of you guys, 1,000 subscribers may seem like a daunting task, you know, which there's a method that you can go ahead and check out below. There's going to be a link that you can check out. We have another package that's set up where we literally get you a channel that meets those requirements, a channel that already has 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And on top of that, if you need graphic design work for your banner, for your logo, etc., we'll actually have a team built into that package that can help you create your graphic design and everything for your channel. So if that is one method you're willing to do to skip the line, you can go ahead and check out the link below. But if you're somebody that obviously doesn't want to use a lot of your capital and you want to just, you know, test the waters and grow over time, then this is pretty much one thing I will say. It will take a lot more time, it will take a lot more dedication, but obviously it's worth it in the end. And so what you're going to have to do to get to the 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours is obviously do it organically. I don't recommend using the crazy bots or random Fiverr stuff that's out there. We've had a lot of clients that did that and it doesn't end well. You know, YouTube will catch on, they're not stupid, and they'll sometimes shut down your entire channel over that stuff, and you don't want to do that, all right? It's sometimes better just to do it the hard way, focus, and just get it done, which is why this course is here to save you time. It's here to help you, right? In this course, it'll give you all the strategies you need to know in order to follow it to organically grow that channel to meet that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, so you can finally get a nice paycheck at the end of everything. So what I'm saying is, essentially, what you need to be focused on is trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Now, how do you do that? All right, you need to be going about it the correct and normal way, which is actually growing the channel. I think too many people are so focused on all of this random gimmicks about you know, buying subscribers or buying you know, a botted channel, right? You got to be careful with that type of stuff. Some of that works, but it's also like, it's more like a 90-10 chance, right? 90% of the sellers out there who will sell you how to, you know, buy a channel that already is made for you, 90% of them are not doing it the correct strategies. I have a great team behind me who is from a YouTube background. Some of them are YouTube employees, so they know what they're doing. However, they're in the 10% compared to the other sellers out there who are just ripping you off. And so that's why I'm saying be very cautious when you're going about it, trying to skip the line, right? I know you want to skip the line. Believe me, everybody wants to skip the line, but you have to have the patience and the understanding that sometimes it's better to work hard and have have that delayed gratification. All right, now let's talk about the potential earning money with these, AdSense, with how ads work in general, right? It varies for everybody. Every niche is different, right? Obviously, there's different categories on YouTube. You have categories like sports. You have categories like celebrity. You have categories like talking about movies, right? There's so many categories. Like, you guys know that, like, there's a million of them out there. Each one has their own set. I call it RPM. RPM means that after YouTube's cut, what do you take home? What is the money that you take home for every 1,000 views? So I'll give you an example, right? An RPM could be $8. So that means every 1,000 views that you earn or on your channel, you get $8 for every 1,000 views, right? Now, it varies, like I said, everybody has a different RPM on their niche, right? Some people's RPMs are, like $15. I've seen people at high $25 before, right? It can be super, super big. But there's some people on lower RPMs who are $3, maybe $4. It really depends on the category you go into, okay? So it's hard to give you like a rough answer saying, oh, this is exactly the RPM you'll get, because it really varies for everybody. But what I've seen the average RPM is around $4 to $5. That means every 1,000 views, you get an average of $4 to $5, okay? So if you get 1 million views every single, let's say 30 days, you make 1 million views on your videos, you could potentially make $4,000 to $5,000 just from AdSense. And again, this is not mentioning all the other methods of making money from your videos, which is affiliate marketing, brand deals. There's a lot of other ways, right? This is just the ads that YouTube embeds into your videos, okay? So just understand that the potential is pretty big out there. Other niches are way higher, right? Some niches are $10, which I love those niches, right? If I get 1 million views in the last 30 days, that's $10,000 going to my bank account because of the high RPM. Now, another thing that I need to teach you about when it comes down to AdSense or how you make money from these ads and kind of how much it costs that it pays you. It pays you differently per quarter. So what I mean is, quarter one, you're going to see a payment that's a little bit less than quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. And by the way, for you guys who don't know the lingo, quarters is like every 3 months, right? So January, February, April, that's quarter one, right? And then obviously it starts going up and everything to higher quarters every 3 months, okay? Around the winter season is typically when we see the highest RPMs. Why? Because around the winter season, you got Black Friday, right? You got big deals like December deals or Christmas deals, right? Everybody's running ads. Like, all these companies are running ads on your video trying to get people to buy their product around this time frame, okay? And so because of that, around the winter time is when you'll usually make the most money, because everyone is outbidding each other on the ads. And guess who wins out of that scenario? You, the creator, the one who's making the videos, right? And so around what you'll typically see is around quarter four, the very end, winter season, you'll see the highest amount of money you can possibly make from your YouTube channel, for every 1,000 views. And then around quarter one, January, February, April, it kind of starts to slow down and trickle down, usually sometimes in half, right? So what I'm saying is, if you start this, right, like this YouTube automation channel, you get it off the ground, awesome. And let's say it happens to be winter time when everything's taken off for you. And the amount of money you made during that winter time is something crazy. Like, let's just say it's a $15 RPM, right? Every 1,000 views you make $15. Well, the chances of you making $15 every 1,000 views come January, February is very slim. It could drop down to like $10, maybe sometimes $8, right? Every 1,000 views. So just understand that if you see huge earnings around winter, don't start spending a ton of money, all right? Don't think that you're always going to make that money, because it's ups and downs. That's how YouTube works. It's never consistent. It's always up and down. So just make sure you go into this. I have a lot of YouTube friends who make a lot of good money from the YouTube videos, and then they think that it's always going to be around, and so they start spending their money like they're millionaires when they're not, right? So I'm just giving you a heads up. Stack that money, save that money, reinvest that money into your channel to make better content, and you'll see a better return on your investment. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much a rough idea of how all of this works. If you have any questions, you can always join our mastermind group that was in the previous video. Make sure you check it out. Our mastermind group will answer any questions that you may have in there. But that's pretty much what's going on, and I'll catch you later.